I got you.
You want to do it?
What's going on, everybody? This is Risky 910 on the Risky Business Podcast. I got my co-host right here, but also best friend Dylan Craft.
What's up, man?
Just coming in here to invade your lives a little bit, talk a little shit, do what we do. We are out here in beautiful Jacksonville, North Carolina today. It is me, Dylan Craft, once again, and I promise you, those are not cicadas. Those are crickets that you hear back there. We're gonna get into this a little bit. Dylan, how about start off with telling us about your life? Tell us a little bit about yourself and how me and you became friends.
Oh, that's a long story. I don't know if we can get that deep into it.
We got nothing but time.
Yeah, we do. Well, we got about an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
That works well.
That's
But
all right.
nah, man, I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. We're from around the same area. I grew up in the city, though. You were out towards Burgaw.
Yes, sir.
I ended up moving up there probably about going into middle school, and I think that's whenever we met. You're a year older than me, so we met then, and ever since then, we just clicked, man. Between
Yes,
me,
sir.
you, Dakota, and then Ryan came in the picture afterwards, the Big Four now.
Caveman.
Caveman.
Shout out Caveman.
Yes, sir. But yeah, we started doing all that, and now we're here.
Now we're here, baby.
Now we're here.
You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Dylan has definitely been a good friend of mine for a very long time.
Too long.
Um,
Getting old.
he's put up with a lot of shit. I put up with a lot of shit. With Dakota, we always put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Happens 24/7.
Yeah.
Love to death.
We don't know what's going on in the next.
Yeah. Haystack Hammy, shout out to you as well. You know what I'm saying? But guys, we're really excited about this. This is the first episode. Hopefully, we can talk about some things that you like. Talk about life a little bit. But the first thing I want to talk about is where the name Risky 910 originated from.
I would love to know this. I actually don't know this.
So actually starting off, it was just considered to be risky. I know a lot of people might not know, but I got into music a while back. And one of my homeboys at the time, which was Carolina, and I got another friend named Maul Mac. Both of those guys I did music with. Carolina just came up with the name Risky one day because I said something on a song, and then he was like, I like how you say it, Risky, pretty much. So after that became my semi-rap name. And then whenever I got into fighting, which getting ready to take y'all on a little trial run here, I showed up to this place called Street Beefs. All right.
Street Beefs.
You ain't never heard of Street Beefs? It is the baddest and biggest fight club in the world. Not America, in the world. I get there and I was actually coming to support my homeboy named Baby Hulk, which he ain't nothing baby about this dude. He's Cock Diesel. He's about 5'5", maybe 5'6", but yeah, he throws barrels for a living. You can definitely tell.
You can
that.
imagine.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
if you have...
Think of me, but fit.
I mean, you're in shape.
Yeah.
You're in shape.
Well,
I mean,
this guy is a shape. All right, he is a shape, and it's called built. That's what he is. But yeah, went to go see my guy fight, and then all of a sudden, as I was driving down there, I started getting this itch. So I was like, man, I said, no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I had just came off from playing semi-pro football. Y'all that don't know, semi-pro football, ain't never tried to get in shape a day in my life for it. Didn't do it.
You just showed up and
just showed up. You didn't know if your cousin was coming to play with you that weekend, if you were getting ready to get the homeless man from down the street. Sorry, bro. But it just wound up happening. Like, you never knew who it was that you were playing with. It was a different 11 every weekend. But shout out to my Red Devils. You know what I'm saying? That was my first football squad, actually called Recon Militia at the time. And then we switched to being the Red Devils. But anyway, long story short, get up there and I'm looking at all the guys and seeing, I'm like, dang, man, coming from a wrestling background, I'm thinking to myself, I could try this out. But I know I'm not in shape at the time.
Right.
Scared to death. See this guy walk out. At the time, didn't know who he was. By the way, his name was Madman Moses.
Madman Moses.
Yeah. Bad dude. Bad dude. Freakishly strong. Looks like a mini Brock Lesnar.
He does. If you go watch the YouTube videos, you see 100% what he's talking about.
Yes, it scared the absolute hell out of me. So I get there, and they're doing the face-offs, and Face calls me into the cage. Hey, man, are you fighting? Like, yeah, I mean, I guess I am now. You know what I'm saying?
You just call me
Man,
out.
I'm not going to back out. You
No.
know what I'm saying? So, sitting there looking at all the competition, like, I can beat that guy. I can beat that guy. And then out of nowhere, they pick Madman Moses. He goes up to Face and he says, I want to fight that guy. He's the biggest one here. Okay. Always want to pick on the big guy. I don't understand. So now I'm prepping myself. Don't even have a pair of gloves. That Madman actually walks up to me and gives me a brand new pair of gloves to fight in.
Right.
All right, so that's intimidation factor number one, because a guy gives you gloves, you're thinking, okay, he's going to beat my ass after he just gave me gloves. And there's nothing I'm going to be able to do about it. I don't even want to bring him back to him afterwards. You know what I'm saying? I want to bury him. But, so we find out that we're fighting. We were supposed to be like fight number 10 that day. It is extremely hot out there. I'm talking about probably like 110 degrees at the time.
Yeah, because you're in an outside octagon.
Yeah, outside octagon on top of a mountain. You know what I'm saying? You can't breathe. Already can't breathe because, again, I'm out of shape.
That's some grown man shit.
Yes, it is. And then we hear our fight get announced. You know, the nerves are settled in. I'm twisting back and forth, trying to get my mind right.
Mm-hmm.
I see Madman come out of the Porta-John, and he looks 5 sizes bigger than what he was when he first walked in. And he's slapping his face and, you know, doing all kind of roaring and stuff. Just scary, dude. Scary. The kind of stuff that you see Brock Lesnar do before he gets ready to come out, cut a promo.
AKA the mini Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And
He's a good dude, though.
yeah, he's a really good dude, man. Like, I mean, you know, set aside from, and I want to put this on record. I understand him and Street Beef's got a lot going on with each other. You know, there were some things said, but I'm not going to quit being a friend of that guy.
Right.
Because that guy right there, if I was to call him and need anything, I know he'll stop with a drop of a dime and take care of that for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of guy he is. But, so we get,
I know you're new.
oh,
You're good. Keep going.
sorry.
You're fine.
So we get to the point of we're getting ready to fight, and again he's roaring, doing all kind of stuff. I'm twiddling my thumbs because I'm nervous. I don't even know how to warm up anymore. That's how long it's been. You know what I'm saying? I've been out of school going on almost 8 years. That was the last time I wrestled. I don't even know how to warm up anymore.
I mean, whenever you go in, you're basically a newbie again.
Yeah.
I've never seen a 300-pound newbie.
Exactly.
In anything in my
And-
life.
And to make it clear, in high school, I was a small heavyweight. But those guys were only 285 pounds. Okay. Madman weighed in at 265, but looked like a 325 Brock Lesnar. Again. Like,
No cap.
Dude's huge.
Okay. Dude's
So-
freaking gigantic.
First round comes in. Just give y'all a little summary. I get hit with the meanest combo of body shots after this big blow that me and him both just decided to take off at each other like George and Miscavige and decided to like hop up in the air like two lightweights. I don't know what made us do that. But just hear boom. It sounds like a car wreck. And I get hit with this series of body shots that I'm like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. Like, you know
I don't
what
want
I'm
to be
saying?
here.
I
I'll
don't
go
want to
home.
be here. Let's not do this. And then we kind of like break off. I try to throw a hard right, completely whiff. Now at this point, I'm like, okay, I look like a jackass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's normal.
And you know, to kind of sum it up, landed a pretty lucky punch that I did not think it was going to have the reaction that it did, but
Oh, it blew up.
yeah, I'm glad that it did. And,
What'd you
but,
say the views are at on that video?
So right now, I think that we're at like 8.5 million views
That is wild.
in 2 years. 2 years.
For one punch.
Yep. for
Literally,
one
the whole
punch.
fight was just one punch.
Yep. And after that, you know, we ran it back. Same outcome. You know, I won the match again. But ultimately, I won a brotherhood, and that's what it was all about. That's what it was all about. So that's just a little backstory of where Risky 910 comes from.
Basically, you're risking your life whenever you step in the ring.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah. I'm coming to bring the thunder.
Yeah. The devil doesn't even want to do that.
No,
That's a
it
risk he
doesn't.
ain't willing to pay
Doesn't.
for.
Jesus Christ.
The power of Christ compels you.
Yes, sir.
So I gotta ask this, man.
All right.
What made you want to start a podcast in the first place?
So what really made me want to start is, first of all, I watched Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith, and Shannon Sharp, all of those guys, all the time.
Yeah.
I just like the fact that they can go up there, say what they want, people listen, and then it just turns out to be a cool show.
If you want to listen to them, you tune in. If you
Exactly.
don't, you just don't.
Exactly.
That's the way
Turn the
podcast
channel.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Hit
not
the
that
remote.
hard.
But here, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
This is
Anything.
your show.
You know what I'm saying? If I want to kick my foot, I kick my foot. Nobody's going to stop me. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. By the way, ACL recovery over here. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to stop us from doing this show. Just don't ask me to stretch my leg out past 45 degrees.
Yeah, that's a stretch in itself.
Yeah, it is. And for any big man to stretch past 45 is just too much. It's not something we're going to do here.
But yeah, like I know we had talked a little bit about it, and I have my own shows. I've got the Athletes Table podcast along
Yes, sir.
with the Midweek
Tune
Breakdown.
in.
So you can hear us on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sometimes I think it's gonna be Friday this week, either mainly Tuesdays and Fridays that we do 2 different shows. And you have been interested in. You're gonna be on it here coming up soon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But like every time I thought about it, I was like, Jamal would be perfect to do a podcast.
Man, not only do I love talking, but I love sports.
And you love talking
Yes,
shit.
Yes, I do. Because can't do that, then what are you living for?
About to say,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
can't fight. If you can't fight your own battles,
Exactly.
and I mean, you can obviously fight in the ring, but can you fight on the microphone?
Hey, my thing is this, man. Nobody gets in a fight unless somebody talks shit or somebody says something or look at you the wrong way. So there's got to be an action for a reaction.
That's true.
That's what it is.
It just so happens you're the one to be the aggressor.
Oh, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So,
Finish
I'll ask, what are your goals for this show? What is some stuff that you really want to accomplish?
So, goals for this show, it's kind of a hard one because I don't think of goals. I think of basketball, hockey, soccer. None of those sports that I played because I wouldn't be any good.
I didn't think black dudes knew anything about hockey.
Yeah. Come on now, Carolina Hurricanes. Woohoo! Woo! I like Brett Burns though. That's the only person I know. That's the only person I know. But yeah. So the main goals that I want, obviously, I want you guys to get a laugh. I want everybody to be able to get a laugh. Speaking to some positive mindsets.
Exactly.
Help out with anything that I can. You know, you guys can tune into the comments if there's something that you just feel like talking about. You know, we're down for that as well. But also teach my sport knowledge that I do have from the multiple sports that I did play. And also I am a sports bettor
Yep.
and got really into that last year. And hence that's why I started watching soccer, but now I absolutely love it. But yeah, we're going to just be talking about different things that's going on around the world and also talking about different events in sports. You know, if there's a big game coming up, you might see a reaction from us. Might not be the reaction that you like, but you're going to see a reaction.
You're gonna get a reaction.
And it's always going to be honest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No liars.
But, yeah.
Lying is bad.
Lying is bad.
Yes.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're around risky. Then it's
No, don't do that.
that's even worse.
You could lie about a cookout and I'm pissed off instantly. Especially if I show up and there's no food ready.
Cookout?
Yeah.
The cookout or a cookout?
A cookout.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the cookout.
No.
I can go for some cookout.
Yes, sir.
We
Always.
might have to pull up after that.
Big double tray. Ketchup, cheese, and bacon only.
Cajun fries,
Yeah.
cheese curds,
Oh, yeah.
huge sweet tea.
Yes, sir.
That's just
Huge. Like me. Think of me when you think of cookout sweet tea.
So, going on that, because I was going to ask about your the sports betting and everything.
Oh, yeah.
What are what are the aspects that you look at when you go into making a bet?
So what I like to do, at first, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I used to do this thing where we call in the sports world tailing picks. That's where you get a sports capper out there and he posts a bunch of picks. you pick the same picks as him, hope that they win. If they don't, you cuss them out. That's the life of a sports capper. I'm sorry, you guys, y'all go through absolute hell. You get cussed out all the time.
Right.
And now it's more of one of those things where I got so into it that I started researching things myself. You know, for instance, like soccer. Today I placed a bet, and it was a combination. Shout out to my PrizePicks Village, my Village Bros. We always coming up with something together. We're picking it up. I go into like extreme detail on it now. It might be if this player is playing home or away, what is his averages during day games, night games, you know what I'm saying? If he's played 5 consecutive games in a row without a break, what's the averages between that? Certain months, especially when it comes to baseball, because as Dylan knows, when it gets hotter outside, the long ball starts to travel.
It sure does.
It starts to travel. So you start seeing guys that, you know, might have started off in the first couple months not hitting anything, and then out of nowhere, boom, 10 runs, 10 home runs, just like that. But especially for soccer, the biggest thing that I have been paying attention to, I like to do pass attempts. And the reason being is because, let's say, for instance, if I get a team like, we're just going to go with Barcelona and Real Madrid.
Right.
Both of those 2 ball dominant teams. I'm not going to pick an over prop for either one of those if they have passing attempts up there, because both of them are ball dominant. So that would be stupid. Don't do stupid bets. I'm telling you, I lost a lot of money.
Don't do stupid things.
Don't do stupid things at all.
If you take anything away from this show, don't do stupid shit.
Don't do stupid shit. Yeah. See this? Stupid shit.
Not really. That wasn't your fault.
It wasn't my fault, but it's pretty stupid. I gotta walk around with this daggone Flintstone cast on
that is pretty
my
stupid.
leg. Ain't feeling this.
It wasn't your fault.
Whatsoever. You ever try to get to the bathroom with one of these things before? Not that successful.
I don't want you to go into detail on that.
Yeah. Not. Absolutely not.
Or the whole process. I don't need to know. You can
but
tell down your own.
Nothing but just a little stanky leg, that's all. Just wiggle it a little bit. Get in there. Once you get in there, you're good.
That's an old lady. That's an old lady stinky leg.
Yeah. But yeah, so I mean it's a lot of different things to look into whenever you're doing it. It's countless of hours of research, and thing that sucks, you can research sports for 24 hours a day and still get the pick wrong. It all depends on how the player performs, you know.
Which is why I don't do it.
Yeah.
I would like to, but I already know, like,
Scared.
Yeah, I am scared. I am terrified. I'm gonna go in there, and the first time I do it, I'm gonna lose. Probably, which I got a little bit of knowledge, so like I could probably get at least half of them, but the other half would be pissed off that I didn't win. So I'm just gonna say, screw this shit. I'm not doing it.
Well, what got me, I remember, I'll never forget it. I was staying in Maple Hill at the time, Mom and Grandma's house. First pick I ever didn't do any research whatsoever, and this is one that I just came up with. Looked at it later that night, boom, $500. Who doesn't get hooked after hitting $500 on their first one? I've been playing the lottery my whole life, and I can guarantee you I haven't won over $5.
I'm pretty sure that's most people.
Yes.
I don't know anybody that's won over like 200.
Yeah. So you mean to tell me I could pick 5 players, get their props right, I can win $500 off of a $10 bet at the time because they were running a special.
I mean, I can see that.
Easy money.
And now, was that with DraftKings or were you?
No, that was actually with PrizePicks at the time.
Okay.
It was a special that they were running. It was you placed like a $10 bet or a $5 bet the day before, and then they gave you a free entry for 4 picks to win $500.
Right.
And I just so happened to win it. And after that, they got a lot of my money. A lot of it. It's all good though.
It's all good.
Yeah.
You said you use Fantasia now?
Yeah, so Fantasia Sports is actually something that's new that's coming. They are building up pretty fast. It started off really slow, but when it comes to like sports betting apps, any of those kind, it takes a long time for it to develop.
Right.
Because each category, you gotta think about it, they gotta enter all the names of all players for different categories, and then the stats that they're gonna put up there for them, the prop. So it's a lot of work that go into it, but now that football season is around here, that's something huge that I like for them. And also, they do things a little different. They have what you call a daily spin every day. where you can basically win free money to bet with. You don't even have to deposit
I like the
anything.
sound of that.
Exactly.
Free money's free money.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, hell, they can give you $10 off of a free spin, and you can make $100 off of that instantly. Easy cash.
Man, I'm willing to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm terrified shitless.
Hey, we're gonna get them to sign up today.
Yeah. Shameless plug.
Yep. Yeah, peer pressure. Oh man.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
We're really good at that, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
He brings the jackass part.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's the money grabber right there.
Oh yeah.
You gotta do it.
But okay, so going on with that, you're an avid bettor. How much do you think on a usual week do you think you would possibly win?
So I'm gonna tell you, it's a strategy behind this that I've seen a lot of cappers do now. I used to just do like 5 and 6 picks only,
Right.
which is extremely hard to do. It's extremely hard to get 5 or 6 props.
I've
right.
heard that. Yeah.
But picking 2, so let's say for instance, if I pick 2 props, I put $100 down on 2 props. I win $300 if I win those 2 props. Now the only downside of this is on a 2 pick, you don't get to put insurance on it. Insurance is when, let's say for instance, if I got a 3 pick, I put insurance on it. The payout changes to a lower amount, but if I get 2 out of 3 right, I still win.
Right.
On a 2 pick, you can put $1,000 down, and then your guy can miss by 0.5. It's over.
Yeah, you just
You
go and
just lost
slap it on a
You
table.
just
and
lost your
yeah.
rent money.
Yeah.
You're staying out here.
My homie over there.
Yeah, yeah. Shout out the homie over there. But yeah, man, it's a lot of excitement in doing it because it will honestly have you watching things that you never. Dude, I never watched hockey before. Never watched soccer before.
Never.
I didn't even know the rule of it. I downloaded FIFA to play this game to start learning the players. And I kid you not, I scored 100 goals that didn't matter because I was offsides on every last one of them. And I couldn't figure out.
I hate being, dude. I started playing NHL.
Yeah.
And like I'm kind of into hockey, not really big. I want to start going to more games and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
So I downloaded NHL because I went and got the EA Play stuff, which is a blessing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing EA has ever done good was the EA Play, to be able to get all that. So I downloaded FIFA. I'm slow to get into that because soccer is just not my thing.
Yeah.
Like, I've never really been
I
into
thought the
soccer.
same thing.
Yeah, well, yeah, you did now.
Yeah.
But NHL, I'm getting really into it. And, like, I'm catching myself getting way ahead of everybody. Like, getting on, like, a fast break.
Offsides in a heartbeat.
And then it's just, like, they call offsides, and then my grade goes down. I'm like why?
Hey.
Why? I'm just beating everybody else.
Well,
we realize that's the name of the game.
At first, I had made a guy on NHL, and he was a little dark skinned, and I thought I was getting called for being too fast. You know, I found out there is actually an offsides in hockey.
Yeah.
That is a real thing.
You thought it was discrimination?
Yeah, I thought it was discrimination. You know, my guy would get in a fight like 3 times a game, get kicked into the box, and wouldn't show back up. I'd have a C- every game.
Yeah.
5 fights.
Because you're black.
Yep. Oh man!
I can't
told
say
y'all
anything.
we're gonna make you laugh up here.
Yeah.
You know, this
My first game I played on there, I made a guy, and I made him one of the enforcers because I wanted him to fight. I mean, we're football guys.
Oh yeah.
Why are we gonna play a game where you can purposely fight
Oh yeah.
and not make your guy fight?
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
I want my guy to be angry like Dakota McFadden after dropping a pass.
Or whenever he's trying to do a layup,
Yeah.
power layup.
Ugh. It's like Thanos
Yeah.
every time he goes up.
You can hear it on the other side of Thinner County.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh,
so I made this dude, and I got him fighting. I put my first couple of skill points into his fighting and all that. First game in the Canadian League, this dude tries to square up with me, and it has the whole like double press the triangle button.
I thought you were only colorblind.
Well, obviously I'm retarded, but
Can't say the R word, Dylan.
okay, sorry, but I hit the double triangle button and it said, all right, get ready to fight. That fight lasted 5 seconds before he hit the deck.
And I felt so proud of myself. Then
Oh, yeah.
Then the next game, I body checked like a star player on it,
Uh-huh.
and it had a totally different outcome.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, do not body check Connor McDavid. That guy
I've
right
heard.
there, I don't know what it is. I have not won a fight against him yet. I don't care who I create. I have not won a fight against that guy
That man
yet.
came for the hood.
Yeah, he did. I'll tell you. For sure. He's got his stripes.
Has to be from Detroit.
Yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
Has to be. Yeah.
But
But
nah,
yeah, man.
dude.
We're big time gamers too.
Well, I won't say big time.
Well, I am.
You are,
Yeah.
especially now.
This guy's a golfer.
I-
You know,
I-
let me tell y'all about this on
I
the
haven't
Dylan.
played golf in a while.
I'll tell y'all about Dylan. Guy had to be the greatest quarterback I have ever played with in my life. Goes to college. I'm thinking I'm getting ready to go to ECU to see him throw a 80-yard bomb. I go to
Be better than the guy that
ECU.
we got now.
I go to ECU. This guy's throwing the javelin.
Big sticks.
Yes, big sticks.
We ain't hitting bombs. We're throwing
Yeah.
them.
I mean, just launching it. And
Tell them about you came to the first, was it the first meet or second meet that you came to? I think it was the first.
I think it was the first meet
The
that I
first
came
meet
to.
that I ever had, he came to it. It was at UNC,
Yes.
and I'm
And
pretty
I was
sure
an idiot
every
because it was hot out there and I was wearing a hoodie.
in the middle of Chapel Hill
Yep.
during the summer,
Yep.
and I'm pretty sure everybody in that stadium heard y'all.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. That's one thing about it. I attend any kind of sports event. You look for embarrassment when you look over here. I'm going to embarrass somebody.
I've got to tell you. So, it was my first throw ever in college. Never thrown a javelin in my life. Didn't even hear about it until I got to college. And the only reason I got recruited is because they told me the girls were on the field,
Yeah,
opposed to being in the grandstand.
ladies,
Man,
man.
who's not gonna do that? So I get up to the runway. I've only been throwing it for, I don't know, 4 months, 5 months, something like that. And I set up, I'm ready to go. All of a sudden I hear, "Let's go, Dylan! Let's go! Let's go!" And track is not a thing that you do that. Him and freaking Dakota are screaming at the top of their lungs. And the only reason they did it was because the guy before me was named Jared.
Let's go, Jared!
Yeah, there was a guy under him that was saying that. They weren't anywhere as loud as them because, I'm sorry, they're not from Pinco.
Yeah.
And
Pinko strong, baby.
Pinco strong.
910.
And they're like screaming, like getting loud, getting rowdy and all that. Well, they're like, okay, we're going to turn it up a notch. And they scream. I had to stop before I threw. And that throw beat Jared.
Yes, sir. Hey,
Now-
it's the power of the motivation that you bring to your friends. Now, he wouldn't have beat Jared if we wouldn't have did that yell
Well, I don't know
before.
about that.
Gave you something to
Jared
think about.
went on to be a really good thrower.
Yeah,
too.
he did.
He's pretty
did.
cool.
But
I'm not saying this to put down Jared, because Jared was actually a pretty good thrower.
Dylan just
by the end of
doesn't
it.
want to admit we gave him superpowers that day.
He did.
He did.
Yeah.
And then I threw a javelin later on.
That was scary.
Hit him with one of these right here, and
Yeah.
We Are Sparta. Let that thing go. Almost landed right in front of me. Didn't go very far, but it's okay.
But then the next one, he threw like almost 40 meters, which
Yeah.
is actually really impressive.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because my heel bone's bigger.
You can't say shit like that.
Power of the heel bone, baby.
You can't say that.
Woo! Jackie Robinson movie, everybody. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. It's great.
Hey, is that a home run? Yeah, an elevator shaft.
Oh, speaking of home runs, I gotta bring this up.
Oh, God.
Watching Dylan play baseball is one of the greatest things ever. You know why? Because everything that Dylan hits goes left. Everything. Doesn't matter what it is. It can be a ball outside corner. Dylan's going to pull it left every single time. It just happens.
I don't have a defense to this.
Yeah, it's great. It is absolutely great.
I hit the ball hard. It's just...
I remember one time we were going, me and Dakota, I was talking to him. I said, I'm going to come out with a cartoon. And, you know, Dakota's name was going to be Haystack Hammy. Dylan's name was going to be Far Left. Your catchphrase was funny as hell. Dude. It said, why can't I do anything right? Because your name is Far Left. Corny, but great. Absolutely great.
That's awesome.
But yeah, man.
You know, now people are gonna call me that.
Oh yeah,
Far left.
far left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish it'd just be far out. It just means I hit nukes all the time.
yeah. You do.
I
They
do
just
now.
go left.
I don't have the response.
Oh boy.
Oh, but no. Shit. We had stuff written out before this.
Choke you out a little bit right there, don't it?
I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, I know, man. That's what it is. Bring the unexpected to the expected. Doesn't make any sense at all. Yeah, made sense right
That
there.
just sums up the show.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Risky business. Doesn't make any sense.
Lord help us.
Oh, man. Well,
I know. I'm excited to start this. I know we've been talking about it for a little bit.
oh, yeah, this is going to be a blast. This
Yeah.
is going to be a blast. And this is only the first episode. You know, this is just straight, raw, uncut. When we come up here, you're going to hear a little bit of everything. We're going to say what's on our mind. Don't care what nobody says.
Maybe a
about
little bit more structured, just a
it.
tad,
Maybe a little bit. Maybe
just
a
so
little
we
bit.
have some stuff to talk about. But
You ever seen Friday?
yes, I have.
You know, the one that plays Pops?
Yeah,
He went off script a whole bunch of times. Look how great that turned out.
that was awesome.
Yeah,
That's a good movie.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if we can be that good.
See,
but-
well, no, obviously I'm not Pops. Not at all. Not at all.
But no, this is gonna be fun, and we'll definitely bring y'all a lot of content. I know you've got a wealth of knowledge when it comes to the bed world
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, and
From the betting world, from
break
like
it
I
down.
said.
I want to break down film one day.
Oh man, that would be so great. And we're definitely gonna be breaking down some fights as well. Before these fights happen and UFC fight nights, we'll be back in here breaking some of those down.
Can't give me an excuse to watch fights.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause
yeah,
I
you
just
gotta watch
I've been so busy with it.
You
'cause
gotta watch it.
We break down a lot of college football on my show, and it kind of takes my time away from some of the other sports I
Yeah,
would
for
really
sure.
like to get into. So it would give me an excuse to watch some of these fights, which I don't need much of an excuse.
Well, one thing about me, I'm not paying for no cable whatsoever, so everything gets streamed on TikTok. I flip back and forth to different sports.
I mean-
and I get pissed whenever I see somebody streaming and the damn phone is turned like this and the dog is in the corner and I'm trying to look at the kick that John Jones just landed. But instead I'm looking at the back of a dog.
I've heard a lot of people do that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it's definitely illegal, but guess what?
You know,
Expect
I
the
got.
unexpected.
Speaking of this, I was on TikTok the other day, and for some reason, I was scrolling through because I do it for the show. I don't
Yeah,
really do
for
it
sure.
for myself. So like, I'm going there trying to comment on stuff,
You're a team
and
player.
I flip down, and the next video was a live video. It was this girl, young girl,
Uh-huh.
and there was a cucumber that was strapped to the floor, standing up, and she's sitting there and they're like answering questions and like on her computer and everything. I'm just like, what is going on?
Yeah, yeah. That's a little
And it came up multiple times. I'm like, what am I searching to pull this up?
apparently cucumbers.
Like, what is going on?
Yeah, that's a little
And I've seen multiple videos of like girls doing shit like that.
yeah. Yeah.
I'm not pulling that up. You can check my
I'm-
history.
I'm glad I don't eat cucumbers because it sounds like I don't know where those things go. But,
I'm not eating them anymore.
Yeah, no cucumbers. Cats are scared of cucumbers, by the way.
And don't
You
get
know
them.
that.
Don't get them for food line.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
That just like I saw it and that reminded me of it. I was like,
Yeah. Well-
what are people doing on social media?
I don't know. But you know, I feel like we're being watched because
We are 100%.
just like you say, you seem to. Obviously, mine isn't exciting as yours, but I kept seeing videos of oil changes, and they reminded me I hadn't changed my oil in my car in like 5 months.
That's a good one though.
Yeah.
So you need to do that.
Yeah, but it just kept repeating itself, so I felt pressured. I don't like the pressure of doing that.
Yeah.
It's my money. I spend it when I want to.
But at the same time, pressure grows diamonds. Under enough pressure, you start to shine.
Really,
Really.
even in the dark. Because I don't think
No.
I'm shining in the dark.
Just open your eyes.
Oh man.
Dude, people are gonna cuss me out whenever you hear this.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
like, why is this white dude saying all these jokes?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. He get a pass. Anybody got a problem with it, you come see me.
I'm invited to the cookout. Speaking of that, I'm going to one this Saturday. So
Yep.
we're good to go.
Yeah, we are going to a sitting up, okay? White folks call it a little different. Celebration of life. We call it a sitting up.
Yeah.
It's an excuse to have a cookout.
Yeah.
That's
All seriousness, it's pray for our brother.
Oh
Ryan.
yeah, for sure. You know, if Ryan was here right now, he would have laughed at that himself. I mean, that's the relationship I have with my bros. We don't see race whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? My grandmother is his grandmother.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the way that we were brought up, and I'm glad to have friends that way because if you've never seen Ryan is a straight up redneck.
I can't wait for him.
Straight up redneck, and I would love to have him on the show. This is gonna be great.
Ryan's been on our show.
It's
So
gonna
if
be
you-
absolutely funny.
If you want to hear Ryan, make sure you go over to the Athletes Table podcast. We do have an episode. It's way down there. You're going to have to scroll for a minute. Your finger's going to get a little bit sore unless you're used to that kind of stuff. And you're going to find it down towards the bottom. And
Yeah,
really
it's
listen
great.
to it because Ryan has a great story.
Yes, he does.
He has a fantastic story.
And and to piggyback off of that, that's what everybody that we have in our group, literally, they have a story. Like Dakota, the sky's the limit for him right now because I'm surprised. I mean,
Oh, he's getting that work in now.
he's getting that work in, and he is a product of Wake Tech.
Wake Tech.
Wake Tech, baby. Put
That's
that
not
out
a
there.
plug.
Oh yeah,
That's
he's
not
gonna-
for
he's
what
gonna-
happened. That's not a plug.
He's gonna absolutely hate me for saying that, but I love it.
Oh well, he'll hear it later.
Yeah.
He'll have to. No, Dakota, he's came a long way from where he's at.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I'm doing his training for this off season. He plays for the Savannah Bananas. Whenever he just came back. Yeah, Banana Ball.
Yes, sir.
He's on a contract year, so we're really trying to push him hard this winter and see where he can get going into the spring. But he's got a long way to go.
Oh yeah.
He's only got 2 days of it so far of this programming.
You know who you remind me of right now?
Who's that?
Have you seen Mike Tyson training Francis Ngannou for this fight coming up with
Yeah.
Tyson Fury? Ngannou's over there like breathing hard, and he comes up. He says, "This is only the beginning, Francis. This is only the beginning. I don't care if you're tired. You don't want everything you got. I don't care if you're tired." And that's exactly what it reminds me of.
That
They're
was
like,
really good.
yeah, this is only the beginning. You know what I'm saying?
I'm clipping that shit.
Man, Mike, dude, that's by far one of the most intimidating boxer, but one of the nicest guys now that he's out of the boxing world. But it's so great because like you hear some of the stuff that Mike used to say. I remember looking at one of the interviews one time, and he was like, this guy right here, you know what I'm saying? I don't like him. He's trying to make me look like a punk. Mike is no punk. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing you don't want to do. Like, just don't piss off Mike. That's
all you have to do.
yeah, don't piss off Mike.
It's not hard. Or it is hard.
Write that down, put it under your pillow, and when you flip it up, the fluff it in the morning, read it. Don't piss off Mike, and you'll be all right.
Or it'll be a risky time for you.
Yeah. I ain't taking that risk. I'm sorry.
I ain't either.
I'm not doing it.
I don't have that many more risks to give.
Hey, I'd rather swim out in the Atlantic Ocean with no floaty.
I ain't making it.
Yeah, me neither. Well, guys, this right here has been a very fun time. First episode, like I said. I want you to like, comment, and subscribe whenever we get this up and running. There'll be some links down low for you to look up. If you enjoyed it, let us know. If you didn't dig it, oh well. Here's what it is.
Let us know.
We're going to be here, though. We're always gonna
Leave
be
it all
here.
in the comments. If you want to, you can message him. I'll put his number out there for you. Hit up your boy.
Yes, sir.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah, on the social media. You're only going to get my social media. The number is personal, okay? And I don't like being called after 5 o'clock. I'm getting old now. So after 5 o'clock, if it's not a notification saying that I hit on my picks, I'm not looking at it.
It's personal.
Yeah, it's personal. It's just business, okay?
It's just business. Be so clean that you're dirty.
Yes.
Have a good time. Appreciate y'all.
Great.
Yeah.
Love it.